Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until probably about 5 o'clock. I don't have much time. I don't have much time today. I had to work a little later, and I got some stuff that I need to do, so I don't have a whole lot of time. So we need to get it in and get it over with. I don't have a whole lot to talk about either. Um, Robert Willis. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Got Erica Hummins in the house. Good afternoon. Erica Hummins representing Reading. Lewis Talbert. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. He's representing Sharonville, playing Call of Duty. All right. DeAndre Crosby. He says first. He's the first one on Facebook. Good afternoon, DeAndre. Anthony Prosser. Anthony rounds out the top five. He says afternoon, fam. All right. Got Dwayne Larkin in the house. Good afternoon, Dwayne. Representing Mount Airy. David Herring. David Herring out there in Westchester. Good afternoon, David. Lewis Talbert, representing Sharonville. Good afternoon. Jerica in the house. She says, hola, me familia. Hola to you too. And happy birthday. Unless I'm late. But I thought I saw where your birthday is today. So, Jerica, I believe her birthday is today. And what, you're like 35 now? The big 3-5. Jerica in the house. Everybody wish her a happy birthday if you haven't already. Put your cash app in the chat so people can send you some money if they want to. Jerica, you strike me as the type who go to a party and walk around with dollar bills and stuff pinned to your shirt. Is that a thing that you would do? You just strike me as that type. But happy birthday to you. Let's see. Rick Owens, representing Coleraine. Good afternoon. Got Anthony. I already said Anthony, didn't I? Yeah. Dina Johnson. She's an angel. Good afternoon, Dina. Good afternoon. Stevan Speed, representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Regina Denson Griffin. Good afternoon to you. David says until 6:30. Okay, you be here till 6:30 if you want to. Walter Bradley, representing Jacksonville, Florida. He says it's cold in Jacksonville. All right. Tanika says first. Good afternoon, Tanika. She's representing Orlando, Florida. Got Yo Underwood in the house. He's representing Jesus Christ. You can't beat that. Tria, the classy people are in the house. She says, good afternoon, King and friends. Again, you're the friends. I'm the king. She's representing Columbia Township. Good afternoon. A couple people saying happy birthday to Jerica. Happy birthday to Jerica. Let's see. Terry Anderson representing downtown. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. A few more people saying happy birthday to Jerica. And she's saying, I do. See, I told you there's only 5 types of women. And you can spot that stuff a mile away. I told you, it's just certain things you can see and you know. I don't be making this stuff up. Again, happy birthday. Let me see. Nat Turner. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Ben Thomas, representing Loveland. Good afternoon. Jerica says she get her safety pin now. Good afternoon. Vincent Jones, representing Landon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Did I see Ben already? Did I say Ben Thomas? Yeah. But then Ben Thomas checked back in. Maybe we got 2 Ben Thomases. Oh, he was saying what's up to David. My bad. Sierra representing Boston. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. A few more people. Bonita Gaines. Good afternoon. Representing Coleraine Township. Shahara in the house. Good afternoon. She's representing Sharonville. And she said, "Why do you keep laughing at my Founders Day posts? I'm confused. I don't get it." That stuff is just funny to me. It makes me laugh every time I hear somebody talk about one of those organizations. It's funny to me. I'm not, I'm saying everybody got their own thing, but that's funny to me. It just makes me laugh. And so I'm just sharing the joy that I get when I read one of those posts like, "Oh, happy Founders Day." What? In my mind, reasonable people don't celebrate things like that. I don't celebrate the day that they founded McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? It's just not something that but it nothing wrong with it again. It entertains me and it literally makes me laugh. So when I see your Founders Day posts, I laugh because it's funny to me. That's it. No disrespect or anything like that. It's just funny. Happy birthday, Jerica. Emanuel, play Shoulder Lean by Young Dro. I don't even know what that is. Never heard of it. I probably won't play it. They be copyright striking me. So Jerica put her cash app in there. Drop her $5. It's only $5. Everybody drop her $5. She got the cash app up there. $, capital J, lowercase s, Rhodes, Rhodes with capital. JS Rhodes. Everybody drop her $5 if you got cash app. What's $5? But yeah, it's Jerica's birthday. We are celebrating Jerica's birthday today. Ronald said he finna eat one of these gummies. I'm not sure what that means. Well, I guess it means he about to eat some gummies. I don't think he just letting us know he about to eat some candy. So I'm not 100% sure what he means. DeWanda Wise Hunter. It's a good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Got Daryl Carpenter in the house representing Forest Park. Good afternoon. Anthony says, how about Fat Boy stop the infrastructure bill and the federal health department from communicating and posting anything? There was another school shooting in Nashville also. Yes. Shahar says, okay, but if anybody comes at you questioning, don't say I didn't tell you. They can come at me questioning whatever they want to. I ain't scared of them motherfuckers. They can come and say whatever. They celebrate Founders Day. Oh. Oh, nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. Let me see. All right. So that's all of the hellos. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. I know it is still cold out there. And I meant to mention this yesterday, but y'all kind of threw me off guard being mad at me because Elon Musk did the Sig Heil. I didn't understand it yesterday. I still don't. Look, y'all, it's cold. All right? And I was watching earlier in the year, I was watching something. I thought I was watching something from the National Weather Service, but it might have been from one of the local networks or something. And they were saying they're no longer gonna, calculate the wind chill. See, I don't believe in wind chills. I mean, I know it's a little cooler with the wind blowing on you, but okay, and if it's 1 degree, the bottom line is it's cold, right? It's cold. It's 1 damn degree outside. What difference do it make if the wind blow and it make it feel like it's 4 below? The bottom line is, when you see 1, you know it's cold. Tell me it's 1 degree and it's windy. I know, that's not gonna feel good. I hate wind chill. I don't know why it bothers me so. It shouldn't. It's such a small thing. It's so minor, but it bothers me when they tell me what the wind chill is. Oh, it's gonna be 4 below, but the wind chill is gonna feel like 10 below. No, it feels like 4 below with wind. it feels like a windy 4 below. It's cold. It's cold. I feel like wind chill is trying to hype the situation. That's what I feel like. Wind chill is trying to hype the situation. Just like heat index. It's like heat index. It's 98 degrees outside. Okay, it's hot. It's hot. Ooh, the humidity is high. It's hot and muggy. You don't need to. So it's 98 degrees outside, but it's going to feel like it's 102. I hate that. I just hate it. All right, that's it. I just had to get that off my chest because it's been bothering me. And again, I know it ain't a big deal. It don't mean anything to anybody. It don't change nobody's life or any of that kind of stuff. But it just bothers me. All right. What else is going on? Oh, here's the other thing. I'm hearing conservatives, mainly black conservatives, but other conservatives as well, trying to shame people for talking about Trump, which is the craziest thing to me. Look, you have to pay attention. You have to know what's going on. Oh, now they ain't got nothing to talk about but Trump. Everything is Trump. Oh, now they want to keep talking about Trump. Oh, stop crying about Trump. He won. Oh, stop crying about Trump. He gonna do what he gonna do. Stop crying about Trump. You got to figure out how you gonna make it. Stop crying about Trump. Don't let them shame you into silence about Donald Trump. This is the logic that I hear when I hear that. Hey, don't talk about, be aware of, or voice your opinions on the current president of the United States and the policies that he's attempting to implement. It's unreasonable and irrational to be concerned about the current president of the United States and the policies that he's attempting to implement. Like, no reasonable person is looking at that thinking, you're right. Black people just crying about Trump. Our ancestors would be so ashamed that black people crying about Trump. But what's the other option? Be unaware, silent, not speaking your mind, not letting other people know what's going on. Because very few of us can know, I'm not one of them, I'm in the people who don't, can know everything that's going on in government. And so I listen to these people and they focus on this. And I listen to those people and they focus on that. And those people over there, they focus on that other thing. You have different people focusing on different things going on in the government. It would be almost impossible for every American to know everything that's going on in every minute of the day in our government. So yeah, when you share your concerns, there was somebody that didn't even know to be concerned about that because they had other concerns. And then they heard you say, hey, somebody in our government did the Hitler salute on stage. And you like, what? Nah, that can't be real. And you look it up and you like, oh, damn, that's real. I should be concerned about that. So I'm telling you, don't let them shame you. Don't let them tell you that you shouldn't be focused on the things that Trump is doing and the things that Trump is saying and the things that is going on, you know, with the different cabinet members and all of that kind of stuff and the policies that are coming out and the things that don't let them convince you of that. They want you to not focus on it. So they want you to not focus on it so they can tell you how unaware you are of what's going on. And I'll be noticing what they really trying to do. So why are you talking about that? If you talk about it, you crying and you whining and you need to figure out what you're going to do instead of crying about what's happening. If you don't talk about it, then you ignorant and you don't know what's going on. They would prefer you ignorant. That's what they would prefer. They don't want you asking questions like, I thought the war in Ukraine was going to be over in 24 hours. They get mad when you say stuff like that. Hold on a second. Yeah, they get mad when you say stuff like that. They get mad when you ask, okay, he's doing all of these executive orders. When is he going to sign the executive order to bring down the price of eggs? Remember, that was a huge concern. When was he going to sign, and when is he going to sign an executive order to bring down the price of gas? Remember, that was a huge concern. And when the price of gas, if the price of gas don't go down and it goes up, as is kind of the historical thing, prices go up instead of down. And then you point out when he took office, in my neighborhood, gas was $2.99 a gallon. It's a year later and gas is $3.79 a gallon. Well, what did you expect? You really thought prices was going to come down? Didn't he say it? But they don't even want you to pay attention to that. How was he supposed to bring prices down? Same way Biden was supposed to bring them down, remember? And they want you to forget what happened yesterday. Y'all heard the calls. Well, he did the Heil Hitler, Sieg Heil, whatever thing, the Nazi salute. Why are we so focused on that? We should be focused on something else. They didn't really tell us what the something else is. But they kept bringing up, now remember, we shouldn't be focused on that, but they kept bringing up the crime bill from the 90s. We were supposed to forget about today and yesterday. They can't let go of the 90s. Don't let them trick you. Don't let them fool you into not paying attention and to not talking about your concerns. Don't let them do it. Donald Trump was found guilty at 34. Why y'all focused on that? That happened a long time ago. What about Joe Biden and the crime bill? Didn't that happen a long time ago? Didn't that happen a long time ago, didn't it? Why we focused on the crime bill from the 90s? Shouldn't we be focused on today? Oh, we can't talk about what's going on today, because then you whining. We got to whine about what happened in the 90s. They not fooling me. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. CK.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
CK, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Like you said, you made a great point with the weather. Like you said, 1 degree. It's like Kroger's. You can't even put an S on it. 1 degree. It ain't 1 degree. It's 1 degree. You hear me? And then, like you said, you made an excellent point with the wind. What are you talking about here? It's cold.
Right. That's the bottom line. It's cold.
Right. You talking about put a windshield on? Now it's like minus. You're like, no, it's 1 degree. That's all I need to know.
That's all you need to say.
Right. Like you said, we just want to spread the news out. We need another reason to let our pretty ladies,
right.
On there.
Right.
The weather ladies. And you make a great point with the crime bill. This is what we asked for. I thought we asked for the crime bill. He was just doing what the people was asking. That's my argument, Livingston. I thought this is what y'all was put me in office to do. Is the legislation for the crime. Am I wrong about that, sir?
Yes and no. Okay. Some people did ask for that, push for that, and even demand that. Some people did, but a lot of people did. See, in my mind, CK, what happens is people look at the problem and they try to think of a solution, but they don't think. A lot of times, people don't think about the unintended consequences of a thing. And so Yeah, oh, they out there selling drugs and crime is high. Do something about it. Do something about it. But they don't take into account, usually, you know what I'm saying? Look at who you're asking to do something about it. These are not
Yeah.
the most upstanding people, and the thing that they're probably going to end up doing is probably not going to be fair. So yes, people did ask for something to be done. Yes, that is true, but I don't think people always think this stuff out long term.
And Emmanuel Livingston, this type of situation is what forces people like you and I to not uh, be for the death penalty because of situations like that. Because you saying, no, think about the consequences of death penalty for everything. You're saying you're looking at the big picture. No, we're going to wind up killing innocent people with the death penalty, right? That's your overall concern, right? When
Well,
you
that
go
is
against
one
the
of my
death penalty.
concerns. Yes.
Yes, yes. So I think, like you said, you have to look at everything. Oh, no, hold on, wait a minute. You got to make sure, like you said, if we could be proven, maybe. But I feel that you made a great point with that. And far as the felonies, yeah, I didn't understand how he got in office with 34 convictions. How does it work?
People voted for him.
Also, it doesn't matter. It's no.
Yeah,
You
there's
don't have
no
to have.
there's no rule against a felon running. There's no nothing in the Constitution that says you can't run if you've been convicted of a felony. So yeah, you can run. Which I
And
think, which I think would be nice if, cause you know how you got all of these like people with felonies who know what's best for everybody and know the way things should be done, and they don't like the politicians just doing stuff. They can run. Like they can run
mm-hmm.
for office. He just showed you I got 34 felony counts. I ran and I got elected. Your felonious ass can run and get elected too. And then let people complain about what you not doing.
Come on, Livingston. Now you making too much sense. Now come on. And I have a certain individual in mind. I think he has the numbers, he has the popularity, and he has the felonies to beat this and being the president as a black man. And his name is Calvin Broadus, aka Snoop Doggy Dogg. Hey, what you think? He might could do it. We're looking at the most popular rapper in the world. Do
No,
you
I don't.
think?
I wouldn't vote for him. Not because of his felonies, but I wouldn't vote for him.
But no, I'm saying, but yeah, it'd be hard to vote. I couldn't vote. You know why I wouldn't vote for Snoop? You're 50 years old, still um, promoting gang banging. That is a severe felony in my eyes. That is horrible. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? When you seen him at the Super Bowl, well, you was boycott. Well, he was at the Super Bowl putting up a gang sign at the halftime show. I'm like, it's preposterous. Very, very over line stepping, sir. I mean, I had to get your thoughts on him being that age doing that.
Well, I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
We think that people get wiser as they get older, and a lot of people do,
Mm-hmm.
but some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
So because some people never come to the realization that the things that they're doing are dangerous, or maybe they understand that they're dangerous, but since it doesn't really affect them and their loved ones, you know, firsthand right now, then they don't care what happens to you. So I think maybe he's wise enough to know, okay, this is and that's if he did that. I don't know if he did it, but they're wise
Oh,
enough.
he's representing. He's in blue. He's saying he's a Crip, Long Beach Crip, right now in his 50s.
My,
Right now.
look, all I'm saying about that is I don't follow him enough to know
Oh,
for a fact that he's doing that. I'm taking your word for it.
but you see what he's doing. He's so big. He's all on the front page with the inauguration of Trump. So I'm saying his influence is far. It goes far, and I think he's using it. He's like a wicked, or almost like on a Hitler level. Hitler level, the way he infiltrated our community, our team, the black team. You see what I mean? The number one guy is against us. That's the danger. That's dangerous. I mean,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, he's hiding as a head coach. He's acting like Deion Sanders, but that would be like prime time promoting Chris. That's the equivalency of it, right? That's the equivalency. It would be like prime time promoting Bloods, which Deion would never do.
Well, I don't know what Dion would and wouldn't do, but
You see what he represents: the Colorado Rockies, HBCUs, Cowboys, 49ers, Atlanta Falcons, Cincinnati Reds. Need I say more?
no, you don't need to say more.
Uh, my man, go to your platform. Thank you for taking my call, and I apologize for my outburst yesterday for calling you out of your name. May God bless you and your family.
And you don't have to apologize. It's all good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, no, I was not bothered by your outburst at all yesterday. I know how to hang up. I know how to hang up if it's too much. I laugh when I say that because I don't know if I told y'all this story before. This has nothing to do with what he was talking about. When I worked at the radio station, I came in to work one day, and there was a young lady who used to run the board. And I come in, and she is crying, literal just tears running down her face. And she runs over and she's pointing at a little bulletin board where she put a pin in it. And she's saying, he can't call no more. He can't call no more. And she was talking about Minister Abdul Muhammad Ali. And I'm like, okay, calm down. Calm down. She was hysterical. And like I say, tears was, she was still actively crying. I'm like, what happened? What happened? Calm down. Nikki, calm down. Calm down. What happened? He cussed me out, and I told him he couldn't get on, and he kept cussing me out, and he was calling me this, and he was calling me that, and he was calling me this and that. And I'm like, and he wouldn't stop, and he just kept on doing it, and I told him to stop, and I'm on the phone, and I'm crying, and I'm telling him to stop calling me names, and I'm saying, why didn't you just hang up? And that thought never entered her mind. She let him break her all the way down on the phone, calling her B's and H's and MFs and all of that kind of stuff, and just weeping while he did it, steady holding the phone, listening to it the whole time. I'm never going to be that. I'm never going to be that. I'll hang up. I will hang up if you offend me too much. I will hang up. I will. So, yeah, you don't have to apologize, CK. It's all right. I didn't mind the names and stuff, and, I really hung up on you when you was basically telling me how do you had a right to say whatever. Because it's my show. That's how. That's the only reason why. So, no, I was not offended. But yeah, no, we do. We have to pay attention. Stay. I was about to say stay woke, but I don't like that terminology. I don't know why. I don't like that terminology. But do your best to stay aware of what's going on, and don't let these people shame you into not. They talked about Joe Biden for 4 years. And now they want you to not talk about Trump. Shame them. And yes, if you voted for Trump, everything that he does, you're responsible for. No, I know your singular vote didn't put him over the top. So it's not just you individually that's responsible. It's all of y'all who voted for him collectively. Each and every one of you. You're responsible for whatever he does. And that's good or bad. That's good or bad. So, yes, if gas comes down to $1.25 a gallon, you get credit. You had the foresight to say, I believe in this man and I believe that he can do this. I didn't see it. You did. You get credit for that. You helped save me money at the gas pump. Yes, Janet, and Janice, we all suffer. Now we go get, I'm not, are you talking to text? I think you might be talking to text. Twin, enunciate, man. Enunciate. David says, E-Man, shaming the poorly educated supporters may not work. Look, if I've learned nothing else, I learned that it's not gonna work. The poorly educated and the exceptionally well educated, it won't work. I know that. I know that it won't work. They find ways to twist themselves in knots to justify any and everything. Any and everything. So I know shaming it won't work, but I want them to know that they're responsible. They can pretend that they don't know, but deep down, well, some of them, they know they're responsible. They know it. And they can say they not. My vote didn't put him over the top. You were part of the collective. If me and a group of 30 people rob a bank, and I didn't hold a gun, they're going to be like, so what? You participated. Well, me standing there looking out didn't put us over the top, but it was part of the whole. You getting just as much punishment as everybody else. You participated in the crime, you get the punishment. You're just as responsible. So yeah, that your vote didn't put them over the top. That don't work here. That don't work here. It really don't. It works. Where does that work? E-Man, what are your thoughts on the DEI and equal employment rollbacks? I think he's doing, all of this stuff is in line with all of that Project 2025 stuff. All you gotta do is read Project 2025. Make a checklist of everything they wanted to do. And that's what you're about to see happening. I'm not against, and I don't understand why anyone, well, I understand why some people would, but why marginalized groups would be against diversity, equity, and inclusion. I don't understand why. I mean, unless, because, sometimes a thing happens, right? And I think they count on it. They know who to put in charge. They know who to let into the circle that's going to help them keep the other people out the circle. Like, give that black person the manager's job. Because they going to make sure don't no other black people become a manager. They going to work harder to make sure don't no other black people become a manager than we going to work to make sure don't no other black people become a manager. They are going to guard their position of privilege. Because as it stands now, they the one. Like they're the one. They're the exception to the rule. I'm sorry, I got my things again. I'm sorry. I had to do stuff with my hands and I left my fidget spinner at work. But yeah, They're the exception to the rule. They're the special one. They're the magic Negro. And they want to keep that magic Negro status. So they're going to do everything they can to not let, because if you get 2 or 3 of them in here, they're no longer the special Negro. They're no longer the magic Negro. They're no longer the, you know what I'm saying? They just another black person in this position. So they don't want diversity. They want to be the example of, we don't have to be no more diverse. I'm here. What do you mean they not diverse? I'm here. What you mean they won't let us do it? I did it. What you mean they won't let us in? I'm in. I don't understand black people who do not want to see, and I'm speaking specifically of black people, but I'm just talking about any marginalized group. Women, I hear women talking about people being DEI hires, and like that's a bad thing. If you ask, look, this is what a DEI hire is to me. We have a job available, a position available, or positions available. We think it's important that there be diversity of thought, diversity in terms of gender and race and all that kind of stuff, because having a diversity in these positions help us be more broad. Who could be against that? So, yes, we're going to open this up to a diverse group of people, not just white men. Oh my gosh, they're doing DEI now. Yes, we want diversity. Well, I mean, clearly Trump and those guys don't want it. They don't want diversity. They don't want equity. They don't want inclusion. I mean, certain things, I this ain't gonna sound good. I don't necessarily include, when you're talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion, white women. And that's not fair to all white women. But how could I say it? Again, what I'm about to say is it's not all white women. But I'm looking at the white women that, you know what I'm saying? These aren't women of independent thought who are looking out for the good of everyone. Maybe looking at, because I think people look at, like me, I look at things through the lens of a black man because I'm a black man. So I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got a policy. How does this policy affect black men? Specifically, not black people in general. Well, I guess overall people too, but I'm really going to be drilling down on how is this going to affect black men? Okay, you need a woman there, a black woman. How specifically is this going to affect black women? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be thinking about my wife and my daughter and my sisters. And so I'm going to also have, be paying attention to how it's going to affect black women, but I've never been a black woman. So some stuff I got blind spots for. Some stuff I'm not going to think about. They talking about the way you wear your hair and all of that kind of stuff. I might not be thinking about, black women, that they see something like that, antennas going to go up like, whoa. Because that could affect us. How is this affecting black women? So you need You need those things. And they're trying to get, what did he do? He put DEI hires on paid leave. The idea being you're a DEI hire and thus you're not qualified. So we're going to send you home with pay until we can fire you. And then, I mean, that's a position apparently that's needed. So then who are you going to hire? Well, not another DEI hire. Got to get a white man in here. I mean, I see the way that things happen. Daryl says, I'm running a lab by myself. That's because I was given a chance to show what I can do. DEI, EEO made that possible for me. But I hear some black conservatives. Of course, I hear the white conservatives say it. I hear white liberals say it. But I hear some black conservatives talking about DEI like it's a bad thing. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? That's why, y'all remember when I was talking about racism don't exist no more? The people who were upset when I was saying racism don't exist no more, they knew what I was saying. They stopped saying racism don't exist no more, and they started saying other things that meant racism don't exist no more. Well, I'm not saying racism don't exist, but I am saying when the last time you was discriminated against. It's not about me. If racism didn't exist, discrimination didn't exist, why would we need DEI programs to give people a chance? For example, y'all NFL watchers, effing traitors, y'all NFL watchers, if black coaches had a fair shake, why would they need the Rooney Rule? They wouldn't even need it. They don't need a Rooney Rule to interview white coaches. They don't need a rule to tell them you got to interview some white coaches. But they need a rule to tell them you got to interview some black coaches for your openings. Victoria says they demonize the term DEI just like they hijacked the Affordable Care Act by calling it Obamacare. Why? Because they know the hatred of President Obama was what they needed to push the agenda of the far right. And it just always bothered me. Look, I'm very rarely ever surprised. Like, almost nothing that Trump does is going to surprise me. Again, read Project 2025. Read Project 2025. I'll be shocked if he start doing stuff for legit equality amongst all people. That'll be shocking to me. But him following the Project 2025 playbook won't be shocking at all. So I'm not shocked. I'm more shocked when some of us latch on to that stuff. The ones that seem like they're more aware. Vernon says, this is not being explained well. It's the people who work in the DEI offices and run those programs who are being put on leave, not the people who were hired through these offices and programs. Okay. But still, the same premise applies. Because all that means is that DEI is off the table now. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is off the table now. The ones who run those programs, they're the ones tasked with diversity, equity, and inclusion. And if you take that person out of the equation, hire a white guy. Got a job opening? You don't have a person saying, "Oh, we need to look at more than just white guys." That person gone. Oh, I know Bob over there. Bob's been here. Chad's been here. Give it to one of those guys. Yeah, Bob's a good guy. And Raekwon like, damn, I've been here longer than Bob and Chad. I don't get a shot. Ain't nobody even thinking about me. I'm more qualified than both of them. I'm their manager. You know what I'm saying? How am I not even looked at? So yeah, no, I don't. But that's what I expected. That's what I expected. I'm not surprised. Not happy, but not surprised. Hold on. Somebody said something. Jets had a new coach and he's black. Do they have a new majority owner who's black? So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm coming back when they get a black majority owner. That's when I'm coming back. Or they give Colin Kaepernick a job, which ain't gonna happen. I mean, I've grown to accept that that's not gonna happen. So now, black majority owner. Nakia says, "Good luck with all of that." Hey, it doesn't affect my life at all. Not watching NFL. I mean, it allows me now. I have a little more time on Sundays to get stuff done, whereas I would be watching the game. I take that time and I go ahead and edit the Sunday services and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'm all right not watching it. It's as real as WWE anyway. It's all rigged. So y'all like watching them. This is just really my dig at Twin. Y'all like watching them grown men running around in tights, slapping each other on the booty and all that kind of stuff. Y'all can go ahead and have that, Twin. Complain about me watching WWE, but you watching the same thing. Let me see. What else? What else we got going on? I really did just want to put that out there again because I keep hearing. I told you I listen to a lot of different stuff, and I'm hearing the white guys. And Walter says, "Would you support an NBA team if LeBron owned it?" Uh, Probably not. Probably not. That man posed as a gorilla on the cover of a magazine. I'm sorry, I can't let that go. And he never apologized. He never said he was wrong. So I'm sorry. It's hard for me to let that go. Um, but I was watching the people, listening to the people down the Dow complain about coverage of Trump and complain about how many people are talking about what Trump is doing. Y'all complain every day, and I'm not against them complaining. If you see something going on in your government, city, state, federal, whatever, that you don't like, talk about it. Talk about it. Walter says, hater, let it go. No, I will not let it go until he apologizes. If he apologizes, he says, you know what, I see where I was wrong. I see where I was wrong in doing that. I mean, I was young, I was immature, I shouldn't have did it. The fact that he did it and then got mad at black people for recognizing it. Twin says, I'm like Pharaoh, mad Dave Stinger stole my merch. I don't know what that means, Twin. You just go, this weekend and watch some grown men run around and slap each other's booty in tights. All right? You just focus on that. I know you'll be focused on it. What else is going on? I know I've only been on for a few minutes. I got to get ready to get out of here already. Y'all know, somebody sent me, Alethea sent me some information. I'm a look this stuff up. I'm not on social media much. What? How are you not on social media much? You got a whole show. I'm just not. I'm not on social media much. But Alethea sent me some information about Nazia Harris and some case, and she was telling me that it had something to do with some old man doing some bad stuff with some young girl. And it's a murder case, so, someone's dead. And she said, I want you to look into that, and I want you to discuss it. She said, because I've heard a lot of people have a lot of discussions on these shows, but I never hear men hold men accountable when men do bad stuff to women. And I told her, I'm sorry, I haven't talked about it because I'm unaware. And she said, it's all over social media. I'm like, but I'm not all over social media. So she said, I'm going to send you the information, and I want you to look into it, and I want you to discuss it. So I'm going to look into this evening. I'm going to give it some thought. I'm going to, do a little bit of research, figure out all that I can figure out. And we're going to talk about it. And here's what I told her, which I find to be true. Crazy. I find it to be true almost every time we have these conversations. And when I say these conversations where men hold other men responsible for their actions. I find that they're really short. And the reason that they're really short conversations is because, like, if I say men shouldn't be putting their hands on women, and I kind of stretch out on that, when I'm finished saying what I'm saying, the only comments for the most part, that I've gotten from men is, you're right. You're right. Comments, of course, I get from women, you're right, you're right. This happened all too often. It happens so often. Oh, you're right, you're right. But the men are like, you're right. You ain't no real man if you putting your hands on women, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's the end of the conversation. I said what I said. Everybody saw it for what it was and agreed. So, well, yeah, but then that's it. That's the whole conversation. What more do you want? If that's the whole conversation, what more do you want? For me, there's always a call to action, almost always a call to action. And the call to action for me, when I'm having conversations like that, is to other men, hold your brothers responsible in whatever way possible. Don't stand back and let a man beat on a woman. If that's your friend, you talk to him about it. You get him help. You get him locked up if need be. For example, you can't be my friend and cheat on your wife. I know this is not domestic violence. I'm just saying call to action. You can't be my friend and cheat on your wife. Once I find out you cheating on your wife, bro, we ain't cool no more. Until you get right, we not cool. Now don't get me wrong. I'm probably not about to run and tell your wife. Because I'm not putting myself in the middle of that. But I'm not hanging out with you. Don't call me, don't text me, don't ask me to go to the game or to kick it. Nothing. We not cool. You cheating on your wife. You living foul. As men, I think we have to hold each other responsible in that way. Peer pressure. I say positive peer pressure. You talking about beating your wife? Bruh, we can't even be cool. Like you not talking about it like it's something I would never do. You talking about it like I had to smack that bee last night. You had to what? I know you're not saying what it sound like you saying. I know that's not what you saying. And you think I'm going to co-sign that? And get out of my house. And get out of my car. And get out of my whatever. And when I'm done with that, like I said, you might have one or two people say stuff like, you captain save a marriage or whatever. You might have one or two confused dudes say stuff like that. But for the most part, all the men, when you having those conversations, agree. That's the end of the conversation. Now, if I say something, Ron, like men get abused, women, don't put your hand on no man, I'm going to get 10 texts and 2 calls from women justifying putting their hands on a man. Some women gonna be like, you right, nobody should put their hands on nobody. But if I say that about women, I'm gonna get pushback, which then drives a conversation. Because now I gotta convince the people trying to push back that they're wrong. So that's why you don't hear long, drawn-out conversations many times from men holding men accountable. Because men just hear it, and men just take it. And men just like, he right. You right, bro. You right. That typically is the end of a conversation. Typically when you find your brother doing wrong, and you say, bruh, you wrong. That's foul. We can't even be cool with you doing that. And he say, no, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm foul. I'm going to stop. I'm out of line, and if I need help, I'm going to get help. I appreciate you bringing it up. What more conversation needs to happen at that point? Maybe later on, did you get help? How are things going now? Man, everything is going great. Like, I don't know how to control my temper. You know what I'm saying? I got some anger management classes, and I realized how foul I was. I'm doing everything I can now to make it up to her because I can't believe I treated her so bad. Good. Good. That's it. That's the conversation. That's the conversation. So, Alethea, I will discuss it. I don't expect the conversation to last long because I don't expect it based on what she said. Now, again, I haven't read anything about it. Just going on a brief conversation that she and I had. Something about a 40-something-year-old man having sexual relations with like a 13-year-old, and I guess he killed her, but people knew about it and they was exchanging text messages, and the text messages are out and all of that kind of stuff, and it was just some horrible stuff. I could see maybe two dudes who watch my show saying, hey, sometimes, if your girlfriend daughter look good, a man can't control himself, each man held accountable for his own actions. So, if he had sex with a 13-year-old, shoot, that 13-year-old probably wanted it. So, ain't nothing wrong with that. I could see maybe one or two dudes who watch my show having that mindset. So I don't perceive that it would be a long conversation. Who's the one or two? I'm not going to say who the one or two is. It might not be who you think it is. It might not be who you think it is. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm just saying I could be wrong. It might not be any. But I don't foresee that being the case. All I'm just saying is I could see it. I'm just saying I could see it. 13-year-old monkey is monkey, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? I could see somebody saying that. You like it? What? That's foul. Why would you, who thinks that way? But I'm not going to say who I think might say that. I'm not going to say who I think would say something like that. But the overwhelming, because y'all losing the point, the overwhelming majority of the men who listen to this show would say, that's foul. He need to be, you know what I'm saying? If those details that I was given were true, the overwhelming majority of men would say that's foul. And something bad need to happen to that person. So that's why those conversations usually end up short. But I will tell you, I mean, kind of as a precursor to that conversation, hey, men, fellas, excuse me, because y'all know I don't talk like this. But all my niggas, listen. We got to protect our women and definitely our children. But for whatever reason, it feels like our young women, and when I say young women, I mean I feel like, without having seen that story, and again, I don't know the details, I feel like there are men out there who really want to sexualize young girls. And especially if they, once they start kind of developing, just because she got, y'all excuse my language here, but I'm talking to the fellas, and the fellas understand this language because sometimes we, this is how we talk to each other. Just because she got some ass and some titties, she ain't no woman. She a little girl with some ass and some titties. That's not an invitation for a grown man. Hell, that's not even necessarily an invitation for a older teenager. I knew a girl when I was growing up. I was in the 9th grade, maybe 10th, 9th or 10th grade. And there was a girl, I'm not going to say her name, but this little girl was 10 years old. And she moved into our community. And y'all know how teenage boys, well, maybe y'all don't know. And maybe it ain't all of the teenage boys. But the people that I hung with and the people that I knew in the community. And when I say it was a community, it was a large apartment complex, multiple, apartment community. It was Hawaiian Village. And this family was moving in. And it was this girl. Sorry, it was text. It was this girl with the family. Like they had 2 daughters. Twins say telling on yourself. I'm telling a story. If you listen to the story, you'll see. I'm not listen to the story. And they had 2 daughters. One was clearly an older girl. From looking at her, I thought she was maybe 18, 19. And another one I thought was maybe 17, 18. The one I thought was 17, 18 was 10. But all of us was looking because the 10-year-old was, we thought she was 17, 18. Just telling the truth. Twin, hold on. Let me finish my little story. But we thought she was 17, 18, but she was only 10. So everybody was preparing to shoot their shot. And then I guess somebody shot their shot and somebody asked her, like, how old are you? And she said 10. And everybody was like, oh. Cause just even thinking about what we was thinking about was like, oh no, she 10. I can't, oh no. Oh my goodness. No. And it wasn't like, oh no, I ain't gonna get a chance. It was like, I was having thoughts about a 10-year-old. Now there was 1 or 2 that was like, shoot, I don't care, look at her. Look at her titties. Look at her booty. I don't care if she only 10. Look at her. Ooh, look at her. And everybody else was like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? She 10. But there were a few dudes that didn't care. Now, her body being as developed as it was didn't give you the okay to pursue that little girl. And I think as men, we, you know what I'm saying? The majority of us, again, had the right mindset. You don't know, just looking at her, you don't know. But then once you find out she 10, you feel like, oh, I can't even believe I was having them thoughts about a 10-year-old. But again, you're going to have those perverts who like, oh, I don't care if she 10, look at her. Them the ones we got to put in check. All right. Twin, David said, please mute your line. I don't have a mute for the line. I keep telling y'all that. Twin.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Hello. Let me turn you down for a minute, player. You hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, that was...
Hello?
Yeah, no, I had to cut the music down, radio down. Yeah, that's sick-minded, man. To hear about that young girl, man. That was his girl niece or something like that, right?
I don't know the details. Alethea was kind of sharing a little bit of the story.
I think that was his girl niece, man. If they find a body in this, decomposed or whatever, he won't get no time. That much time. He won't get no 40, 50 years. If they find the body and it's decomposed. Because I don't think they found the body yet. Yeah,
well, like I said, I'm going to look at it today. But
yeah, I know a couple of... a case like that, this girl I know, they ran the body over with a lawnmower and something else, body parts everywhere. They ain't do nothing but like 8 years on a decomposed body case. So they might probably,
that don't make sense to me, but okay.
I mean, you know how you can, somebody get 30, 40 years for a body shooting or something? A murder?
But wouldn't you get 30 or 40 years for running somebody? Hold on. Wouldn't you get 30 or 40 years for running somebody over with a lawnmower and killing them that way?
Yeah, but but they ain't got no body. What evidence say really?
I thought you said they found the body and there was body parts everywhere.
I'm saying really, there ain't nothing. There ain't no fully. I mean, just like you shoot me and everything, I might get 30, 40 years. But the decomposed body and all, they ain't getting that much time. Like them dudes that did that in Champaign, Illinois, look it up. Killed those, they ain't get that much time for a decomposed body.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll send you the evidence since you don't believe me, man.
Okay.
They ain't get that much time for that. I'm going to send it to your email. Your message. You'll believe me then.
Maybe.
Because I was shocked. I said, dang. Negroes only got 5 or 8 years? Yeah, I was looking at it. No, they don't get that much time, but it's sad, though, man. That's disgusting, man. That's like looking at one of my nieces or something like that. 10-year-old, man, you know for sure, man, that little girl grown or not, man. The looks of it.
No. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There are some girls that, and I'm telling you,
that's true. But that's true. But once they start, you study their body language and how they talk and how they present themselves. Oh, just literate ass person, some crazy goof ass girl, something like that. They'd be saying.
Well,
and yeah, you can tell that way too.
Well, I mean,
how they carry these.
No, but again, you have to engage with them. But if you just see them walking down the street, in particular from a distance, you can't always tell.
No.
I'm telling you, you can't.
Man, I can tell, man. This ain't go, oh, dang. Who's that? No, I ain't. I wouldn't even do that no way. You only 4 feet, 5 feet now. You don't have to do that.
What are you talking about? Only 4 feet, 5 feet? She was quite tall, actually.
Oh, I guess. But you can pretty much tell, man.
You couldn't tell. That was the whole point of the story, is that you can't always tell. And just because she's 5'9" and built,
mean, the women the little girls I grew up with been around, but today in society, man, them some grown women, them girls fit like 14, they look like they 21. I don't know what Similac or what was in that milk. But now you can't tell really. But back then, yeah, now it's something new in that Similac, man. Whatever, that depot shop, whatever they get. But back then, when I was, yeah, you can tell. But now, no. See, man, you can't tell.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll be like, how old is that little girl? She only 14. She smoking like that? Girl smoking like 40 going north, man. Like she 22, 23, and she ain't number 14. I was like, that's a shame.
Well, 22 and 23 is still way too young for you.
Man, come on, man. I got a daughter, 23.
Right, that's what I'm telling you. 22, 23 is way too young for you.
I wouldn't even scoop that low.
You the one just brought it up like, oh, she's smoking. She 22, 23.
I think she looked like this little girl I know. She ain't number like 14, 15, but she looked like she 22, 23. This new generation, man. Back then we can tell, but this new, no, you can't tell, man. You got to really look at them and everything. How they carry themselves. Man, what? Yeah, all right. Yeah,
but what I'm trying to tell you that even back in the...
I understand what you say.
No, apparently no. Even back in the day, it was
when you was growing up.
Yes, it was some little girls that you couldn't tell. Little girls didn't just start developing in the last 2 years.
No, they, man. But back then, you can point them out.
No, you couldn't always.
All right, man. If you say so, buddy.
Okay,
What else on the chopping block since you was stunting on my name earlier and everything?
What did I say about you?
You need just go for twin and everything he say.
Oh yeah, no. Just for you, yeah. Anything he do, you're responsible for.
I'm not responsible for none.
Yes,
Every
you are.
man held accountable for their own actions. You see what they do
Right,
in Chicago,
and you being
man?
held accountable for your actions in terms of voting for that guy.
You see what they doing in Chicago?
What are they doing in Chicago?
They trying to make Chicago turn red. You ever heard of the activist out of Chicago named Jessica Jackson?
Who is Jessica Jackson?
She's an activist in Chicago. She go hold these leaders accountable and going for these crooked politicians and everything.
Ain't you the same guy that told me that Chicago was gonna turn red this election?
Don't worry about it. It's coming. Don't worry about it. People tired of that mess, man. People tired of getting played by the system and everything, by their own hood and everything. And you supposed to be in there, and they voted for you. No, we held you accountable on all charges. People tired of that. That's why I got tired of democracy, man. Y'all can talk about it face to face next time I see, and you'll understand where I'm coming from. I ain't gonna be a puppet show on this puppet show clowning and everything so people can just say anything. That's what I ain't about to do. But I'll talk to you face to face one day, and I'll tell you the reason why. Okay. And then you'll get my understanding, man.
I don't think
I was Democrat strong. I wasn't no voter or nothing, but you know they was right for the inner city and everything for the hood. They did a lot of work, and then, man, right now, man, after Obama and everything, it was over. It was over, man.
Well, here's my question to you. What are you going to do to hold Trump accountable?
Hey, it is what it is.
No.
It is what it is.
No, you can't say that.
You just gotta take it on the chin.
Stop, twin.
No, don't try to verse that like every time.
Oh my God.
It's every time, man.
Twin.
Every time we say something, man.
Because it don't make sense.
No, I'm not making nothing. No. I'm not
how
about
do
to
you
go
say?
through this with you.
No, you just now finished saying, twin. You just now finished saying. That's what. Oh, you're right. We don't want to use logic. That's right. Logic is bad.
No, because you flip it in that thing like a bribe, man. We ain't about to do that.
Logic is bad. You're right. Logic is bad. Twin, I'm agreeing with you. Logic is bad.
Because your suck ass go get off and
logic is bad. I agree.
Man, ain't no reason. No, let it make sense.
No reasonable people should use logic.
No, man, let it make sense, man.
Logic is bad. Logic is
What
bad.
you gonna do about man?
I
He
agree.
in office. Accept the fact that he in office. Y'all clowning shit for
I
a long
agree.
time.
Logic is
Y'all
bad.
hee ha ha. Okay, he
We
told
should
y'all ass
we
he
should
was coming
hold
back.
look, Twin, can I agree with you? We should hold
No, you ain't no green.
Can I?
Like
Will
a
you
broad.
let me agree
flip,
with
man.
you? Will you let me agree? Will
No,
you let me
changed like a
agree?
broad.
Will you let me agree with you?
Man, y'all
You
don't
changed
touch you, man.
okay, but you just changed my mind. So can I agree with you?
No, man,
That-
go ahead, man.
Hold on, a person can okay. Democrats
Oh,
need to be held accountable for what they do.
everybody do it,
No,
man.
stop. No, Republicans don't, because I just asked you about holding Trump accountable, and you said, no, man. See, now you're trying to flip it. No, man. Ain't nobody on that flip it. Then you sound like a broad. Republicans should not be held accountable. Stop sounding like a broad. Republicans should not be held accountable. Only Democrats.
Emmanuel.
Are you about to sound like a broad?
I didn't want to go through that, man, because I knew you was gonna do that.
Hold on. Are you about to sound like a broad?
Emmanuel, I didn't want to go through that because I knew you was gonna do that, man.
Do what?
Well, as you go hold Trump accountable, man, it is what it is. Let it go, man.
Why didn't let it go with the Democrats? Why you trying to hold Democrats accountable? Let it go.
They full of it, man. This pisses me off.
Wait.
That man probably go home and croak, biting ears.
Wait.
Because the way they treated him.
Hold on. No. You said in Chicago, they about to hold those Democrats accountable. I'm saying, why would you be in favor of that? They got elected. Just let it go.
I said they about to hold elected officials, and everybody accountable.
Right. That's what I'm telling you. Let it go. Why hold elected officials accountable? Let it go. They got elected. Just let it go.
Hey, man, you go down there and vote for your local politician, you expect them to have a good outcome on you or what you voted for, right?
Wait a minute. If you go and vote for a president, don't you expect them to have a good outcome?
Man, come on, man. Let's be real for a minute. Just for a minute.
Oh, my God. How is this not making sense to you? You hold all of your elected officials accountable.
You're going to go back to the same square one and everything and root it out back to Trump. That's all it boils to, man.
No, what it boils to is you hold all of your elected officials accountable.
Y'all hee-hee-ha-ha Trump and everything. Now, look what happened.
What happened?
He's in there.
Okay, now hold him accountable. You voted for him. Hold him accountable.
Get on Steve Harvey. Get on Ricky Smiley. Show him what you got. And look what happened.
Hold on.
Y'all people mad at Snoop for what he did.
You voted for Trump. Now hold him accountable.
I told you
it don't matter the reason, but hold him accountable.
Man, whatever.
How do you get on here? How do you get on here preaching accountability for elected officials, and then when somebody says and Trump, no, why you trying to hold Trump accountable? All he did was get elected. Why would we want to hold him accountable?
That's all we gonna talk about. Trump. It's over, man.
No, it's not over. It's just now beginning. Man. He just got in office Monday. It's not over. It's just beginning.
Well, I mean, we keep talking about Trump. It's over.
He's the president.
Let it be. Let it flow, man.
No, hold him accountable.
No, he ain't messed up yet.
Yes, he have.
What'd he do?
Did he or did he not say that he was going to end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours of becoming president?
Did they end the ceasefire with him?
That's a different. He said in the war in Ukraine, he can end it in 24 hours. He said that.
He ain't even eat a box of cereal yet, man. Get a man a chance first.
It's been 24 hours plus. He promised that he would end it in 24 hours. I didn't make him say that. He said it.
You can get you say you was go bring my hoodie Friday, but you did.
I didn't say Friday, but don't try to deflect. He said in 24 hours he was gonna end the war. No, he didn't end it. So now what? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna hold him accountable?
That rabbit got that gun and that mud lighting up like the 4th of July, and y'all mad.
Didn't he say that he was going to end that war in 24 hours?
On the real note, you can't hold him accountable because y'all ain't hold him accountable when he had them 34 convictions.
You didn't hold him accountable. You voted for him.
And I believe in second chance. And
So then you
That's
are
like-
not. So then you're not in favor of holding elected officials accountable.
Man, it ain't even a square fair no more, man.
What does that
Every
even
man
mean?
for himself. Every man for himself. Now, this is a
So
game
then,
now,
okay,
man.
that's fine. That's fine. Then don't hold those elected officials accountable in Chicago either.
I didn't say I was going to do it. I was just saying, did you hear about it?
No, you said it was about to happen and you was happy about it.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, if they want to push
Shouldn't
that
you?
issue on
No,
it,
shouldn't you be against that? You don't believe.
No,
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 you
the
do
way
not
they was
believe in
playing-
holding elected officials accountable.
no, the way they was playing in Chicago, man.
You
that's
do
what
not.
they did.
You don't believe in holding elected officials
I
accountable.
didn't say that. I didn't say
You
that.
just did with Trump.
No,
You
I
said
did.
you did. You said
No,
you
I-
don't even care about holding him accountable. So what? Ain't nothing you can do. Just let it go. You
can't-
said
I mean,
that.
I said the people that when he got them 34 accounts, they ain't held him accountable. That's what I
That's
said.
you. You didn't hold him accountable. You voted for him.
I didn't want them found him guilty or not guilty.
You
It
voted
was
for
them juries
him.
No.
Yes.
Your criminal action is different, man.
Well, then
If they
why do
found
you
this-
keep bringing up the 34 felonies when they don't
I'm
matter
saying-
to you?
I'm saying if they would have found him guilty and you got to do some jail time, then that's holding somebody accountable. But if you can get out, run as president, get inauguration on the 20th,
Okay.
and in less than 24 hours, DEI coming on the board, here go the executive order, let's get to work. Come on, man. America is a joke and the other foreign countries laughing at us. It's a joke, man.
Now, I know you don't see it, but you just twisted yourself.
I see everything.
You just, no, you
I
didn't.
see
You
everything.
just twisted
It's a joke.
yourself in 18 knots trying to
So you
find a
wanna be-
way to make it
You
where
know, okay.
nobody should hold Trump accountable. That is,
Man.
you have a sickness, sir.
I have a what?
A sickness.
If I don't put on no coat, I'm going to get sick. It's the only sickness I have.
I don't know about that one. You got a sickness. You can't.
No, I ain't.
You have a mental block when it comes to Trump.
No, I don't have no mental block. It is what it is, man, because I get tired of this. Trump this, and y'all see what's happening. Buyer's remorse. No, man, go on with that, man.
No, I
It
don't-
is what it
I
is.
don't believe
He
you have
told y'all
buyer's
clowns
remorse.
What he was going to do. He told his way before.
He
"I'll be
said,
back. I'll
no,
be back."
what he said
never
was
left
he was
office.
going to end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours of
That
becoming
nigga
president.
Never left office, so get it up out. He already told y'all what he was going
He
to do.
said he
And
was
went
going to
in that
end
back-
the war
look, he
in
went that back
Ukraine in
door.
24
He
hours.
went in that back door and told
Twin,
y'all,
twin.
Hey, Trump, sit down. Hey, let me talk to you.
Twin.
Hey, what's up? You
Twin.
gonna treat us right? Yeah. All right,
Twin.
we gonna put you on the ticket. Run.
Twin.
Come on, man. He already told y'all what he was gonna do.
Twin.
Don't pump fake the game,
Twin.
man.
Did
It
he
is
end
what it
did
is.
he end the war in Ukraine?
I don't study no damn war in no Ukraine. It's a war in America that I study. I don't live in Ukraine. I live in the United States.
Oh.
That's what I study.
Well,
Hell
don't
with
study
damn
war
Ukraine.
no more. Just don't
Hell
study
no,
war
I
no
never
more.
did.
All right.
I study war over here, man.
Don't study no war.
United- What?
Don't study war at all.
Man, I study war over here. Just the damn war. we
Don't
in.
study war
Hell with
nowhere.
Ukraine.
That don't even make sense.
Cause I don't. For what?
Right. So don't. So what we talking about?
Man, we got war over here. That's what I study.
What are we talking
Niggas
about?
going across your
I don't
head.
even know what we talking about anymore.
Now, I know you don't. You see, you try to be smart and all that, but you don't know. Come on, man.
I'm telling
supposed
you
to be
I
the
don't
king
know.
of talk. And
I'm
then
telling
y'all
you I
come on
don't
here
know
every
what we
day
talking about.
On the radio or podcast talking that bullshit and want to pump that shit in people. Hey, I ain't the nigga to pump in here, nigga.
What?
Shit.
I
I'm just
have
saying,
no
y'all
desire to
that
pump
shit
your
in
head.
people's head. Oh, Trump this, Trump this. If you don't vote,
He's the
if you ain't black,
president.
if you don't vote
Bro,
for me.
who the
What's wrong
president?
with
Who's
that?
the president of the United States of America?
You know who it is,
No,
nigga.
you
What's
tell
wrong
me.
with that?
Who's the president of the United States of America?
You just said it, man.
So then why would you be telling us not to talk about the president of the United States of America?
It is what it is. You can talk about it. I'm not. I'm cool with it.
You brought him
It is
up.
what it is. No, you was saying you brought it up.
You brought it up. We was
Whatever,
talking
man,
about
'cause you was-
10-year-olds who look like they 23. And then you just out of nowhere and them Trump. You brought it up.
Man, it is what it is. I said it oh well. What else on the ticket, man?
Nothing.
Come
Just
on, girl. What is you doing?
go on. Don't study war no more.
Man, what else? What else you say?
Don't study war no more.
What else? I thought, look, come on, man.
That's it. That's all
All
I
right,
got
man.
for you.
Bad, man.
All right. They used to sing that in church. Yeah, he brought up Trump. Y'all do realize, like, I don't even really have to say it, but they gonna hold them Democrats accountable. Well, we gonna do the whole Trump accountable. He don't need to be held accountable for nothing. He really is kind of trying to follow their playbook. He's not like super good at it, but he's trying to follow their playbook. Don't talk about Trump. Don't pay attention to what he's doing. Don't focus on his promises that he didn't keep. Don't pay no attention to the lies that he tell. Don't, ain't nobody falling for that though. Brent.
Hey, what's going on, E-Man?
How you doing?
I'm all right. Since Jerica didn't call in to break the news, because, she normally breaks all the news for your show, I'll call in with it. I was wrong, and she was wrong. Wyatt is not Quinn's pappy. It's actually Donald Trump. Every time you bring up his pappy, he get hotter than fish grease. And he will defend that man to no end. Just like Byron Donald said, Daddy's back. So I don't know what it is with these, Republican black men who consider Trump their daddy. But they need some help. Dr. Chantel Thomas, where the hell are you? You are needed in this day and age.
It is. I mean, for real, it is wild. And again, he's I don't want to say it because saying it sound like I'm calling him simple. I'm not calling him simple, but he's like the simplified version of the tactic of trying to shame people for talking about Donald Trump, trying to shame people for noticing the deficiencies, noticing the racism. And I'm gonna be honest, I could see concentration camps coming up anytime soon. How you gonna tell me that there's only 36,000 beds for immigrants that you're trying to deport, but you want to deport millions of immigrants? What you gonna do with them? You have to build some concentration camps and put them in them concentration camps. And then we know what happens when you start putting people in concentration camps and you got people, you know what I'm saying, doing their little Sig Heil and everything. Y'all think that that's a stretch? It's not a stretch. Just when it happens. And all I'm going to be saying to two groups now. So far, I got two groups. To the Latino population, y'all voted for him. So when he do what he do, y'all asked for it. And then to the Jewish population, y'all said wasn't nothing wrong with it. So whatever he do, y'all own it. So that's
that Latino population ain't gonna be able to see what's coming because Trump signed an executive order to get rid of the Spanish version of all of this stuff. So it's like, oh my goodness. So man, that is all on them. Y'all have fun. But didn't Trump during his first administration pardon the Arizona Sheriff Joe Arpaio out?
Yeah, he did.
Out in Arizona. So that's where them camps gonna be. And I just left Phoenix and even 70 degrees there. It was nice out there, but that sun be beaming.
Yeah.
70 degrees. So it's amazing how they'll go from Trump was called for a time such as this, but then they wasn't saying that when Biden was in there. Wasn't saying, well, we got to pray for Biden. They wasn't saying that. They was calling him slow, sleepy. They was calling him some of everything, but wasn't you got to respect his leadership. That's what the Bible say. They wasn't saying that with Biden. So it's crazy. But they are good at that. They have some mental block that they ain't gonna say nothing bad. Well, the overwhelming majority ain't gonna say nothing bad against Trump, or ain't gonna even disagree with him. Even glitching Mitch, that joker will only say stuff to a certain extent, but he too old. He ain't got no fight in him, and he will give resistance, but he ain't stopping nothing, and so he's just trying to make himself look better. You know, just like even with John McCain back with the Arizona or the MLK the state of Arizona making it a state holiday. He was one of the main people involved. Said no, at the national level, not the state level, but at the national level. He was one of the main people. Said no, we don't want that in Arizona. So nope. So he was a maverick, but that joker still didn't want to give the respect that was due to Martin Luther King Jr.
Yep.
But yeah, you heard that Vivek, Cincinnati's own Vivek Ramaswamy is no longer a part of the Trump administration.
Yeah. He got the boot out of that Doge.
Yep.
But they say now he gonna run for the governorship.
He gonna lose. Didn't he learn from Daniel Cameron down in Kentucky? White folks ain't voting for anybody non-white for governor. What happened to Ken Blackwell? Was that him there in Ohio?
Yep.
When he was supposed to be the next Ohio governor today, and he held.
Yep.
And you ain't heard word from him since. And also involving Vivek and his lineage and everything, the Prime Minister of India, I think his name is Modi. Well, he's been in conversations with Donald Trump to repatriate, that means deport, for Twin and other folks, 18,000 Indian immigrants that are here illegally. I'm guessing they stayed past their visa in order to not cause a trade war. So his daddy ain't no citizen. He can get swept up in that too, and they'd be like, oh well, thoughts and prayers for you, because this is what you wanted. This is what you got. They gonna find out. Yeah, whatever your decision is, just live with it. Own it. That's what I did. Don't try to turn it around and say, well, we got to pray on it. We got to pray. No, I was like, I did vote for that, and this is what happened. Take that L. Take that L. Just like if you a Cowboys fan down here, I always tell them all the time, take that L. Don't try to run from it. You chose that team. You wasn't on it. You chose it. So if you chose the Trump train or whatever team you on, ride for them jokers. Ride for them, and whatever happens, happens.
All right.
But one last thing. Monday was my son's 19th birthday. Brandon. We're out there in Arizona at a hockey tournament, and I actually had a pretty good gift for him. I was actually able to get 5 tickets to Monday Night Raw there in Dallas.
Yeah. All right.
But we were in Phoenix, so because of this stinking tournament. But they were free tickets through work, which is great. But my older son was able to find 4 of his friends to go there and check it out. So I would have a phenomenal wrestling report, LaDonna, but unfortunately I wasn't there, so I can't give you all of this many. But he did show me that dark match. It was Cody Rhodes came out. They gave him full pyro. He did not do his "I Have a Dream" speech. Cody Raheem, Shabazz Rhodes. He didn't do that, but he was been in many of those pictures during the March on Washington. So,
hey, quick question. Your son's name is Brandon.
Yes.
And you say he plays hockey.
Yes.
When you were at his tournaments, wasn't it difficult that you couldn't say, "Let's go, Brandon"?
No.
Really, you if you would have said, "Let's go, Brandon," it would have had a different meaning, last year or even now.
Yeah. Well, he's been, even when I did the whole "Let's Go Brandon" chant start off, we did, play around with it a little bit. It was like, nah, there's two. I'm in Texas, so I'm cool. I don't want them thinking that I'm twin or I'm an LG or one of them jokers, because they're gonna want me to start dancing and pop locking and rapping, and nah, I can't do that.
All right. Well, tell Brandon happy birthday from the Afternoon Experiment family.
All right, I appreciate it. I'll save out a clip so he can hear it firsthand, because in the past I've gotten Lincoln to wish my other son a happy birthday. So now I've done that. So I've done my duty as a father, so they can say I actually did, because he actually got a shout out at a restaurant by a DJ that they had there, And I was like, did you give out your Cash App? He was like, no. I'm like, boy, you missed an opportunity to get 5s and 10s from people you didn't even know. So I'm like, that's on you.
Yeah.
I'm like, next time, you know what to do. You know what to do.
All right.
But I think that's all. I don't have my notes in front of me, so that'll work from that standpoint.
Well, I appreciate your call.
All right. You take it easy. And once I get some of these videos, I will post it to the friends page, LaDonna, so you can see the videos of the seats that he has, because I know you'll really appreciate it.
All right, Brent.
Bye.
All right. And yeah, on behalf of the Afternoon Experiment family and, of course, me, the king of talk, happy birthday, Brandon. Happy birthday. And, good luck in the hockey. The hockey. You say the hockey, right? Good luck at hockey. Good luck. And also don't forget, it's Jerica's birthday. It's Jerica's birthday. She put her Cash App in the chat. I don't remember it right off the top of my head. And I don't want to say the wrong thing because then somebody else will be getting her money. But go through, say happy birthday to Jerica, who's one of our mainstays here, a loyal listener, follower, and a friend of mine. So put your Cash App back up there again, so the people who didn't see it earlier can see it, and just pin $5 to her little shirt thing. She's one of them who walk around the club with dollar bills pinned on her chest. So that is our virtual pinning the money on her chest. So yeah, drop her $5 or whatever. If you got Cash App, drop her $5. I mean, you can do more. You can do 10, 20. But yeah, let her know. There it is. J.S. Rhodes. Drop her $5. I got you, Tanika. I got you. All right. Let me see. Anything else? Twin want to know, where's your 5? Why you worried about mine? You worry about holding Trump accountable. You don't have to hold me accountable. You worry about holding Trump accountable. If you can't hold Trump accountable, you can't hold me accountable. So that's that. Oh, let's see. Anything else? DeAndre say, my birthday was January 18th. Can I put my Cash App up? Absolutely. And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Why do y'all not say when it's y'all birthday? I like to celebrate people. I really do. Let me grab this phone before I get out of here. Caller.
What up, man?
Hello.
I wanted to make sure I talk about my guy, and then I got 2 more questions first.
Oh, this is Ron. Hey, how you doing, Ron? How you doing?
Yeah, it's me. You know I'm the only one to call you with that broke up ass voice. So, okay, first question.
All right.
I want to know how you guys held Biden accountable and the Biden administration accountable, and where was that line? Because I wanted to make sure I hold Trump to the same line that y'all held Biden to. So I want to know where that line is, that line to cross that she was talking about yesterday.
Okay, let me answer the second question first, and then you remind me of the first question. Here's a simple line. For me, the line was somebody in the administration doing the Sig Heil on stage. To me, hold on, you asked me a question. Let me answer. Let me answer the question. To me, that was my line. If somebody in the administration had done the Sig Heil on stage, I would have. There's no way I would have supported that guy in any way, shape, or form if he did not get rid of them immediately. So that was my line. And how did I hold Biden accountable? When Biden did stuff that I didn't agree with, I said that's wrong, and he should not have done that. I don't agree.
No, you didn't. No,
What are you talking about?
Okay.
I did the same for Obama. I did the same for Obama. People got mad at me.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
yes.
you didn't.
Again,
No, you didn't.
people
No,
got
you
mad
didn't
at
hold
me
but
and said,
you ain't never-
me
you
and
ain't
Glenn,
never-
me and Glenn used to get into it hardcore about me challenging Obama and me being against Biden.
I'm talking about Biden. I'm talking about Biden.
But I answered
and the
your
Biden
question.
Administration.
But I answered your question.
Because nobody, wait. Nobody ever held him accountable. Nobody held him accountable for the lie that he told. Oh, my son didn't have anything to do with China. My son didn't have business over in China. Oh, the classified documents in his study and in the garage. Oh, they brushed right on past that shit.
He turned them in.
I can go on and
Hold
on.
on. But you're going on and on nonsensically because number one, he was held accountable because can I get it out? Can I get it? Ron, can I get it out? You asked how was he held accountable. Let me tell you how he was held accountable.
All right.
He was forced out of running for president for a second term. That is holding him accountable.
Right.
You don't get to be the president.
Right.
That is being held accountable.
All right. Okay. That's babbish. But the other thing I said, I wanted to talk about my guy. And so you was saying all that other little shit. But you didn't talk about Stargate.
Hold on, you want to talk about? Oh wait, I'm confused. I
want to talk about my guy.
So you're in a new relationship.
I want to talk about my guy. No, because yesterday you said you got to talk about your guy. You got to talk about your guy instead of talking about Biden. So I want to talk about my guy.
So talk about your man.
Talk about my guy.
Talk about your man.
So what you say?
Tell me about your man.
What you say? What you say?
I said, tell me about your man.
No, I'm gonna talk about my guy.
Yeah, your man,
that's
your
my
guy.
That's the guy that I supported.
Okay.
Fuck you, Emmanuel.
What?
But
I'm giving you the invitation to tell me about your man. That's it.
Anyway, Stargate. He got them to invest $500 million or $500 billion with a B. And Stargate is it's an AI it's an AI computer thing that they're building, and it's going to establish 1,000 jobs right off. And what the Stargate does is they put RNA stuff that's attached to your DNA to diagnose cancer and other diseases and get a preemptive strike on them so that they can go in and get individualized care for the person that has the cancer, and they can establish basically a cure.
So just
and of course,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And of course, AI just doubles whatever it figures out. It also figures that out and works on figuring the other things out that the other stuff did. So again,
hold on, just so I'm clear, are you saying that you believe that Donald Trump is about to cure cancer?
No, I'm saying AI is about to cure cancer.
Okay, so you believe Donald Trump is about to cure cancer. Okay.
I didn't say that.
You didn't
I
say
didn't
it, but
that.
we can infer. We
No,
know.
I
We
didn't say
understand
that.
you
I'm
won't
not
actually
implying
say
that.
it.
I'm not
but
implying that.
You are.
I'm not implying
You're
that.
clearly
Don't
implying
put
that.
words in my mouth.
You are
I'm not
clearly
implying that.
You are clearly implying that.
Man, fuck you.
Why you mad at me? Because you think that your man is about to cure cancer. I don't know if he is or if he's not. But you know what I'm saying? I believe you should support your man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Support your man. I don't have a problem with it. Don't be mad at me, though, because I hear what you're saying, even though you're not actually saying the words. All of that, what you say, I want to talk about my guy. He just had so-and-so do something, and they going to do this about cancer, and then the RNA, and it's going to attach to the DNA, and then it's going to get in there, and it's going to be an individual thing, and then AI is going to combine with it, and it's going to, you said the words, a cure for cancer. You said that. Go back and listen. You'll see you said those words. Okay, you believe Donald Trump is about to cure cancer. Okay? I mean, you might be right. Either he will or he won't. I don't know. His track record so far is not good because, again, he told us he was going to end that war in Ukraine in 24 hours, and it's still going on, and it's been a lot more than 24 hours. But you clearly believe that Donald Trump is about to cure cancer. And you don't want to say it out loud because it sounds ridiculous. But it is still possible. It's possible your man might cure cancer. And then you'll be able to go around and tell everybody, my man cured cancer. What your man do last night. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to do that. But that's clearly what you were suggesting. Clearly. Wasn't he suggesting that? I'm not making that up. He was trying to convince us all that Donald Trump is about to cure cancer. He was trying to convince us of that. I don't make this stuff up, y'all. Y'all know I don't make this stuff up. He said it. Don't be mad at me. He said it. He said it. I keep telling y'all that's what happens. They say stuff, and then I repeat to them what they just said, and then they get mad because when they hear it back, it sounds ridiculous, but it's the thing that they just said. If you don't think he about to cure cancer, what were you talking about? What were you talking about? Donald Trump just got so-and-so to put in this much money, and they got this thing with the RNA and the cancer cells and then AI, and it's going to be a cure for cancer. And then I say it back in plain language. F you and hang up. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. These people can't use Grammarly. I'm telling you, you can't use Grammarly. Because you tell Grammarly, summarize. If I typed what you said in Grammarly, I've never used Grammarly, but I know what the commercials say. If I typed everything you said in Grammarly, Ron, and then I clicked the thing to say summarize, Grammarly would have said, my man is about to cure cancer. That's what Grammarly would have said. I'm like Grammarly. I'm like Grammarly. You don't get mad at Grammarly and say, F you, Grammarly, click. Who do that benefit? Just take it. Just take it. Oh, boy. I got to get out of here. I told you I was going to be here till 5 o'clock. I said 5 o'clock. And y'all done got me here. It is 6:11. See how y'all do me? See how y'all do me? Yeah, I got to get out of here. I did not come on at 5 o'clock. I came on at about 4:15. But I told y'all I was going to be short. All right. Enjoy yourself. Do your best. Try to stay warm. Don't let them trick you into not talking about what's going on in the country and to not being aware. You need to be aware. Don't let them tell you anything different. Always talking about Trump. He's the president. Got to talk about the president and what the president is doing. So enjoy yourselves. Stay warm. Don't forget, send some money to Jerica. It's her birthday. For real, y'all can spare $5, $10. And DeAndre, you never put your Cash App up there. Or did you? Did you put it up and I missed it? I don't see it. Maybe tomorrow. DeAndre, put your Cash App up tomorrow. And then we can send you, $5 or whatever. All right? Yeah, do it tomorrow. Because his birthday was on the 18th. I like celebrating people. So, yeah. Anyway, as always, before I get out of here, if you send that $5 or $10, I bet you put a smile on Jerica's face. So you can be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.